Hi guys, what's up? It's Marissa and welcome to my cozy, nerdy monthly wrap up for September. This is the first one I'm doing here on YouTube and I'm really excited to dive into this and share with you the games I've played, the books I've read, any drawings I've done, and anything I've really added to my collection or desk setup. So let's start with games. Now, basically the only game I have been really playing this month is Baldur's Gate 3. Now, I got this as a gift for my birthday and I was so excited to dive into this, and it's basically been the only game I've been playing. I did restart my character about 3 times before they introduced the patch where they have the mirror that lets you change your appearance at the camp, but it is fun just to go back to the very start and kind of just work your way through the story again. And I wasn't that far in to begin with, so I feel like it was okay. I've been enjoying this game so much because I feel like it reminds me so much of Dragon Age Origins, and if you didn't know, that's one of my favorite games of all time. And I think it's just been so incredibly fun just to dive into a new story, a new world, new characters. I love the companion mechanic of any game and just interacting with them and using their skill set in battles. The turn-based combat definitely took a bit of time for me to get used to. However, I think once I was getting used to it, I actually really do enjoy it. I feel like turn-based combat is a much more relaxing way to play an RPG, and coming from someone who prefers like real-time combat, this was actually a bit of like a breath of fresh air and I've been really enjoying it. And yes, it does take a little bit of time to actually get the hang of everything that's going on in the game, but once you do, it's pretty fun, and the versatility of each character gives you like a vast toolkit to work with, and you can perform some pretty fun battle sequences. Now, I also received my copy of Faefarm, which I haven't actually started playing yet. Now, I pre-ordered this and then I completely forgot that Baldur's Gate 3 was coming out about the same time, so I'm definitely looking forward to playing this game, and I feel like it's just going to be a fun little cozy farming simulation, and I'm so here for it. I feel like this game has been getting a lot of mixed reviews because people have been saying, oh, it's just another farming sim, but for someone like me who doesn't play a farming sim all the time, I feel like I play them in between a lot of the bigger action adventure games that I play. I feel like Faefarm will be the perfect one to dive into because it's got a beautiful magical theme, and I really love the art style. I think it's so cute, and I've heard that there's a dungeon aspect to it. Obviously you have your crops, your farming, and you know, building relationships between the characters in the town, and I'm really looking forward to this one, so yeah, I can't wait. Now, one of the other games that I did play in the month of September was The Many Pieces of Mr. Ku, and it's a very short puzzle point and click adventure game. Now, I did write a full review on NextPlay and it will be linked in the description below. I highly recommend checking it out. It's such a fun little game that you can play in between. It has a really cute vintage art style, but yeah, so feel free to check out that full review. Now let's talk about books. Over the past couple months, and mainly this year, I have been taking such a deep dive into reading and listening to audiobooks, and I have been loving it. I feel like I've missed out on a lot of series like growing up just because either I wasn't really interested in reading, or honestly we were made to read certain books in high school and I just didn't really enjoy those. So it may have been one of those moments where I was just like, well, that's what reading is, but it's not. It really isn't, and there are so many amazing stories out there. And this month I have been listening to Harry Potter. Stephen Fry's narration is amazing. It is so good. He has such a beautiful voice and his character voices are incredible. His Hagrid one in particular is amazing. I would really recommend listening to these if you haven't actually read all of them, or maybe you did read them growing up and you kind of just want to, you know, revisit the world. I think the audiobooks are a really, really great option and I have been thoroughly enjoying them. I'm currently up to Goblet of Fire and I think this one is my favorite one out of the entire series, but I'm really excited to finish up the entire series as well. Now I finally finished reading Fourth Wing. This is the book talk book that I've been wanting to read for so long, and my wonderful boyfriend gifted this for my birthday and I was so excited to read this. I will say this left me emotionally wrecked. I couldn't believe certain events that happened and I really hope that they will do something about that. But no, in all seriousness guys, this is such a fun read. If you're into dragons, fantasy, and a little bit of tension, then I really would recommend Fourth Wing. I feel like the first half of the book is dedicated more to building up the characters, building up the world. You get familiar with kind of the events that are happening and it kind of foreshadows certain things that will happen later on. And the second half of the book is where a lot of the action takes place. It is such a fun read, and honestly it got to a point where I passed a certain point and I could not put it down. I had to finish it and I was so excited. And yes, this did take me a long time to read. I'm a very slow reader, but I really thoroughly enjoyed it, and I actually really enjoyed just reading this at night. I feel like the reason why I wanted to get into physically reading books was so I would stop scrolling on my phone at night. And I feel like ever since I've started reading more at night, I've been getting better sleep. And I feel like it's just a nicer way to fall asleep as well. So highly recommend it if you haven't. I've already pre-ordered Iron Flame and I'm very excited, and November can't come soon enough. Now I've been adding a lot more books to my collection that I had finished listening to on Audible, mainly the Percy Jackson series. I really loved this. I think Percy as a main character is so fun, and honestly these are such fun reads. It doesn't matter how old you are. I think anyone can go back and enjoy Percy Jackson and you'll have a great time. It is one of the instances where he starts off about 12 and then he ages with every year, and then in the Heroes of Olympus series he kind of stays at a bit of a stagnant age. But both of these are so worth diving into. They are so much fun. I will say I think Last Olympian has a much better ending and kind of wrap up than Blood of Olympus. And I will say I think what threw me off when listening to these books, there was a change of narrator at the start of House of Hades and into Blood of Olympus. I think when characters' names get either butchered or just the pronunciation isn't right or the voices have changed, it's a little bit of a letdown and it doesn't make you really dive in much. Now I've also been really getting into the Heartstopper graphic novels. I'm on the 4th one right now and I binge watched the Netflix series and absolutely loved it. I really just wanted to revisit the characters with how their story was originally told. So I got the graphic novels and I absolutely love just flicking through these, and you can really see how much effort they went through the TV show to make sure they were capturing each scene so accurately. I even got the novellas with This Winter and Nick and Charlie, and I'm very excited to just like read through these. I feel like these are just gonna be like fun, easy, quick read throughs just to explore more of this story. I'm really excited. I also ended up getting a book sleeve because why not? Now I can take these to work. I think it's just a fun way to spend your lunch break, honestly. I just read these graphic novels as I'm having lunch at work and it's great. It stops me from just scrolling on my phone. Also, this design is so cute. I just got this one from Etsy. Now, 2 notable items that I've added to my collection / desk setup is The Art of Dragon Age Inquisition. Guys, this is one of my favorite games of all time, and when I saw that there was an art book, I had to get it. Lately, I've been collecting like art and game guide books for my favorite games, and I'm so glad I have been because this is stunning. I'm someone who's quite interested in, you know, game art and game development and just learning about how games are made. Honestly, they are truly a work of art and there's so much that goes into it. So it's really fun just to have the actual official books to go through, and there's, you know, interviews with the developers or game artists. They really just go through their entire thought process and just how they brought the world to life, which I absolutely love. And I got this Davoom retro pixel art speaker. Now guys, like, it's so cute. Like, I don't have it on at the moment, but you can display different types of pixel art on the screen here and it all works through an app. I was tossing up between getting the white one or the green one, but I think the white one with the light cyan buttons and the speaker on top here, I think it just works a lot better with my setup, and I'm so glad I got this. I feel like this is such a staple item for cozy gaming desk setups, and I'm so excited I finally have it. And also the quality, it is really well made. It is heavy. The quality is amazing and I'm absolutely loving just having this on my desk. And yeah, and that's it for the month of September. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really do enjoy making these like chatty videos, and I feel like YouTube is the perfect place to do those types. And I really love doing this kind of like wrap up of the hobbies that I've done, because for me as well, it's just a way for me to kind of like log everything that I have been doing. And I think it also helps motivate me to finish off games, read certain books, work on certain projects, just because I want to be able to share that with you guys as well. I think it's really, really fun to do it. So if you like this kind of video and you want to see more, then hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye guys.